This isn't the only way to lose weight. There's a much simpler and scientific way to lose weight, and it has to do with this cute looking grandpa. I had been gaining weight since 2017, never lost a single pound until last year.
I lost a total of 12 kilos or 26.5 lbs last year, and in this video, I will share the best kept weight loss secret which helped me lose 6 kilos without any restrictive diet or intense exercise. I lost the latter 6 kilos by adding diet and exercise to the mix. Before knowing this one secret technique,
I tried the gym, cardio, swapped my Indian meals with salads and protein smoothies. I couldn't stick to anything for more than a month, and even when I did, the results were mediocre. It required a lot of motivation from my side and it made me miserable. The weight loss technique that took me 6 years to discover was hiding in plain sight. It's a combination of Dr. Mindy Pelz's fasting technique that's tailored for women and Dr. Yoshinori Osumi's research on autophagy. I know that's a mouthful, and I promise I won't keep you waiting until the end of the video to reveal the secret technique. Dr. Mindy Pelz is a renowned functional health expert, best-selling author, and a keynote speaker. I follow her work because her philosophy aligns with mine, that is, helping people take back control of their health and understand how powerful and resilient human body actually is. Dr. Mindy is famous for two things in particular: advocating for women's health and fasting, especially the autophagy fasting. She highlights a groundbreaking discovery of Dr. Yoshinori Osumi, a brilliant scientist who won the 2016 Nobel Prize for his research on autophagy. Autophagy is your body's way of identifying, repairing, and eliminating damaged and inefficient cells, making your system more effective. Isn't that incredible? Scientists have found that fasting for 17 to 24 hours triggers autophagy. That's all. That's all it takes to trigger your body to heal itself from inside out. There's no medicines, fancy treatments, or no need to spend millions of dollars to get the cellular repair done. You can literally do it at home. Plus, for as little as fasting for 13 to 15 hours, your body slowly transitions into fat burning mode, which is exactly why fasting, especially the autophagy fasting, is excellent for weight loss. Last year, I completed multiple 24-hour fasts, 36-hour fasts, and one or two 48-hour fasts. After a certain time, it actually became fun. The biggest benefit of fasting for me obviously was losing 6 kgs weight, and that's what everybody noticed. But if you ask me personally, the biggest benefits were I got rid of inflammation and water retention, and I was able to reset my microbiome. And to top all of that, I was on the verge of being pre diabetic, and my thyroid was also on the borderline. And both of these conditions went back to normal without any medications from my side. The silent win, at least for me, was resetting my gut microbiome. I call this my favorite win of all because what it did is I no longer had to fight my gut to make healthy choices. It became incredibly easy to eat healthy and stay fit when your body is not fighting against your motivation. And once I changed my eating habits, my brain fog, my irritability, everything improved, and I'm able to stay focused and stay patient for longer times. I did not regain the weight I lost even when I'm not following any diet or exercises, even when I'm on vacations or during festivals. I will leave links to Dr. Mindy Pelz's videos, Dr. Osumi's videos, and other relevant, interesting videos on this topic if you want to dive deeper into the science of fasting. But for the sake of this video, I will simplify everything for you. Like I mentioned before, I was struggling to lose weight for 6 years until I discovered the proper way to fast. So in this video, I will take you through my fasting routine. I'll add my tips and tricks so that anybody can actually fast. First of all, understand human body by its nature hates change. Obviously. So don't shock your body or even try to shock your body with a 24-hour fast or a 36-hour fast right off the bat. Instead, train your body to gradually get accustomed to a shorter eating window and a longer fasting window. I did my first 24-hour fast when I was super comfortable eating within 10 hours in a day and fasting for the other 14 hours. This type of fasting is called intermittent fasting and it has its own benefits. The goal is to keep shortening your eating window as much as possible until you feel ready to do the 24-hour fast day before fasting. It's recommended that you avoid sugars completely and you stick to high protein and high fat diet to stay fuller for longer. To ease into fastings, I usually start my fast either in the afternoons or in the evenings. And the reason for that is I'm trying to sleep when I expect my body to feel hungry. Doing so will make fasting, at least for the first couple of times, much more easier. I finish eating by 4 or 6 p.m. and I eat full stomach. I go into fast with a clear goal on mind. Without a clear goal, your brain will trick you to quit. I pick less stressful days or complete rest days for my fast. I work a Monday to Friday kind of job, so I usually start my fasting Friday afternoon or evening and continue it up until the weekend. I take it easy when I'm fasting. I don't plan any strenuous activities in that window and I avoid going into any situations that will make my fasting harder, like going out to a restaurant with friends and trying not to eat anything there because you're fasting. That's horrible, bad idea. Don't do that during the fast. For the first 4 hours, you probably wouldn't notice much, obviously, because you just ate. But from hours 5 to 11, that's where you start to see the changes slowly. If you're someone who is in the habit of eating dinner by 5 or 6 in the evening every day, then the period of 5 to 11 hours into your fast should be a breeze for you. If not, if you are someone who is in the habit of eating late dinners, this is when your hunger starts to kick in for the first time. I plan to sleep during this time, sometimes more often than not. My rumbling stomach wakes me up in the middle of the night. I keep drinking water with a pinch of pink salt in it and try to fall back asleep. I'm not worried about the disturbed sleep at this point because I've scheduled it over the weekend. I plan to take multiple naps the next day. If you're fasting for the first time, this is exactly why I recommend you fast over the weekend or during your rest days or holidays so that your disturbed sleep won't affect your day later on. 12 to 16 hour window. This, hands down, is the hardest phase. If you get through this phase, the rest of the fast is not as bad. If you're following the recommended timeline and if you've started your fast either Friday afternoon or Friday evening, the 12 to 16 hour window typically falls on a Saturday morning. I call this the hardest phase because you're forcing your body to do something new that it hasn't done before, which is switch to fat burning for the fuel. My tip here is to stay relaxed, avoid going into the kitchen or anywhere near the food, and visualize your body trying its best to melt the fat away and help you in your weight loss journey. And actually, that is exactly what happens behind the scenes inside your body. In this window, your body begins to release the growth hormone, your inflammation goes down, and fat burning begins and ketones increase. 16 to 24 hour window. This is my favorite window because this is when my body is now transitioned into fat burning and I don't feel as hungry anymore. I sometimes have lingering headaches, but it's not bad at all. Maybe on a pain scale of 10, it's usually 1 or 3. Quite manageable. This window also covers my Saturday night, so I try and fall asleep, but this time, instead of waking up because I'm hungry, I usually wake up with a surge of energy. I simply go back to sleep. Sometimes I stretch or walk around, drink water with pink salt in it, and just go back to sleep. Throughout the day on Sunday, I keep doing less strenuous but extremely engaging activities. A great trick to pass this window is to immerse yourself in something extremely engaging, like watch a 3 hour, 4 hour long movie, or binge watch a series, or do something that will make you lose track of time. I sometimes even get a surge of energy wanting to do something physical, and my brain will also be quite sharp. And when I go out for a walk, I make sure that I'm carrying my water bottle with electrolytes or a pinch of salt in it for sure. In 16 to 24-hour window, I don't feel as hungry and neither should you. But if you find yourself reaching out for food in this window, question yourself, are you really hungry and you want to eat food, or are you simply reaching out of habit? During this phase, your body does cellular level detoxification and repair. It improves your immune system and it helps prevent any early stage cancers. There was a study conducted during COVID times, and what that study proved is when you're in a fasted state, it's hard for a virus like COVID to replicate in your body. Breaking the fast. Dr. Mindy recommends that you break your fast with some healthy fats, something like a whole avocado or a spoonful of ghee. She also suggests that you wait for an hour before eating a full meal. But for the first couple of fasts, waiting for even 5 to 10 minutes was much more difficult than the whole fast itself. A super good trick to pass time after you eat your healthy fats is go take a shower, go take a bubble bath, or start cooking after you have eaten your healthy fats. So that should buy you at least 10 to 15 minutes. And if you're cooking something elaborate, something Indian, 30 to 40 minutes will go by easily. What's a good time to fast? For men, they're super lucky, they can fast any day of a month. Whereas for women, you have to sync your fasting to your period cycle. This is a whole big topic and I'll cover it in a separate video. But for now, coming to my results, in addition to the benefits I mentioned earlier, my biggest surprise was I was naturally making healthier food choices without any intentional effort from my side. And I found out later that it was because when I fasted for an extended amount of time, my gut microbiome got reset, making me choose healthy food naturally. That's a total game changer. You would know how hard it is to battle your gut microbiome and your brain just using your willpower to eat healthy is extremely stressful and it makes your life miserable. But if your body is supporting you on this endeavor and making you choose healthy foods naturally, that makes your weight loss journey a whole lot easier. And for this exact reason, I've decided to talk about fasting in my first video in my series for healthy and stress-free weight loss. I plan on making a series of videos that will cover healthy eating, exercise, fasting, obviously, fasting for women, and all the mistakes I've made throughout the way. If these are the topics that interest you, make sure you subscribe. After hearing about all the benefits, will you give fasting a try? Do you have more questions? Let me know in the comments.